You're live.
Welcome back. We took a little bit longer of a break there because we had a little bit of sound issue. We're hoping this is going to be a little bit better. I moved my microphone a little closer. So also the fact that we have now closed the front door, so we only have a couple customers, and they're on the opposite side of us. So hopefully we're going to be able to hear this a little bit better. We are in warm winter wishes, and we're also going to do Juniper Grove. I'm Leanne. Janet is with me. It's late night in Atlanta. Woo woo! Come on, join us. Which totally goes against what this entire collection is about, because Warm Winter Wishes is earth tones. It's all the creams, it's all the light browns. It carries through with the natural wood. You're going to see a lot of natural wood here. You're going to see some ornaments that are glass but look like they're metal. They're really interesting. And you're going to see a lot of dried botanicals. Now, I had Janet stand there because I wanted to make this point. Ken and I were talking about how the designer put this tree together, because it really is something, because we have a whole bunch of different things going in a whole bunch of different angles. And I said, you know, that is completely different what we see on the tree versus what we see up here on the shelf topper. And so from where Janet is standing, you can see the shelf topper with all the botanicals, and these are dried botanicals. This is a trend that is continuing into 2021, and they're also on the tree. But you can see from this angle that we use the dried palms and the colored palms at different angles. See how this one is placed into the tree this way, and then we have the different botanicals falling over. But then we come over here and we have it as a shelf. We've got our little birdie, and then we've tied an ornament right onto the end of the palm. See how that works out? So the palms kind of become different planes, different angles within the tree, and that's the designer's effect. And then also back here on the shelf, we use them as a backdrop. And so a little bit different look from the tree to the shelf. You guys can take screenshots of this so that when you're buying these and you're going to recreate them in your store, you'll remember what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to let Janet go ahead and do some close-ups of the tree so you can see some of the new ornaments. This is the one I was telling you about. This is the large one that is a glass ornament, but it's embossed and it almost looks metal. We have these little warm and cozies. We have the poinsettias that are a fabric. Now this is a fabric right on the edge. I like this. It's raised. We've got the berries in the middle, but then this right here, it looks like it's going to be some type of a basket or a rattan kind of thing weaved in there, but that is a fabric in there. And then these are actual dried botanicals, and they're heavy and laden. But opposite of snowdrops, remember in snowdrops everything was covered in ice? Well, everything back here has just a little bit of white snow. So a different kind of feel in Warm Winter Wishes than what we just saw in snowdrops. Just a little different. And so we've got some seed pods. We have some fern fronds in here. We have some berries of the cream color. And then again, we see a lot of wooden things on the tree. And so they're kind of tucked in and moved around, but look at this giant wooden snowflake. How great is that? And it's got just a little bit of glistening glitter on it, but that is a beautiful white snowflake. We've got this tree tucked in here. See that one? That's a laser cut wooden tree with just a little bit of glitter on it. We've got these of glass. And then we have these snowflakes. I'm going to move around. Look out, Moose. Elk. He's going to get me with his antlers. But these are some other worn looking, whitewash looking wooden snowflakes that are tucked into the tree. I love Warm Winter Wishes because I like the natural look. I like the browns. I like the creams. They just kind of go with my lifestyle a little bit. Here's some more of our new ornaments. These are very shiny. They look great. And then these are a wooden. And then when we showed you the large snowflake on the tree, I'm going to show you the smaller wooden snowflake right up here. Again, love the wooden snowflakes. Those are going to be hot. Those are trending right now. The candle holders, this is the first set of 3 that I'm going to show you of candle holders that are a carved wood candle holder. Now, if you are not looking closely, if you're not seeing this in the catalog, you're going to not realize that we've got these tree cutouts right on the candle holders. Gorgeous set of 3. If I don't knock the candle off too. A ribbon roll. And then, of course, we always have lit churches, and lit churches are always top sellers. We've been doing this probably 10, 15 years. But these are lit. They've got a little bit of the brown, a little bit of sparkle, and they've got a nice warm glow to them. Now the showroom's closed, so the timers have turned off, but it's a little bit better for you guys to hear me right now. But they are lit when they're turned on. We have those on when they just turned off. Little wreath putting these in and outside of the lanterns. So if you want a little ornament for your tree, or you want to hang this by your lantern, that's fantastic on the outside. And again, the stems, they're not heavy with ice, but they've got just a little bit of glisten on them. And then of course we have the garland as well. Back in the corner, a couple more snowflakes. These are last season, but this one's glazed and it's a laser cut wood. And then the other's in a natural finish. These trees I absolutely love, and I have to pick up and show you. Look at that carving. It's got a whitewash finish. These are wooden, nice flat on the surface. Set of 3 in 3 different sizes. Then we get into this whole new look that we have that looks like the warm woolly sweaters. And the reindeer are wearing them. The around the candle holders, the little birds have them. The ornaments have the knitting pattern on it. But these are not fabric, okay? These are very durable. These are gonna last many seasons. But they have that look. They have that soft look, but they're actually quite firm. Even this one looks like it's a gray yarn, but it's quite firm. Now these are fabric. They got a nice little fur on them. See that? Very detailed. New wall art is in this collection as well. Up on the wall, gray painted frames, washed out a little bit. We've got a deer, we've got a fox, we've got all the friends together. I like these. We've had some trees similar to this in the past, where they're kind of carved and ornate and detailed in the white. And then of course the deer. But then we've also got some more of these laser cut ornament sets. So if you're looking for those things by the register, gift kind of things, there are going to be some on this shelf as well. More tree sets. They look like they're hand carved. Beautiful. I'm going to show you the base on this one, because that's going to sit very nicely. These have the round base on them. I'm going to slide this out of the way so you can see the snow globe back here too. That one I have to balance a little better. Now, we're getting into some of the wall art that I want to point out the detailing on. We have very fine little bits of glitter on the wall art on these prints. The frames themselves have a little bit of a gray wood pattern, but they do have a little glitz and glamour. So this is not a flat print. There is a little bit of glitter in here. So as the light hits them, it's going to shine. Then we get into the botanicals and warm winter wishes. Again, we're back to snow. We're kind of focusing on that tonight. I'm showing you the collections that have snow and flocking on the tree first. We've got the wreath, we've got the garland, we've got the stem, and then we have the tree as well, with lots and lots of snow. This is interesting. It's an LED stand-up entry sign, and it's got an easel back. See how that works? So if you want to put this by your front door, lit, beautiful, ready to go. And then all of this art, which we have on the wall, which is lit, and we have with the wire stand out, and then you'll see the little ornaments. They have that Scandinavian sayings on them. So that's where the Ufta and you betcha. Kind of Minnesota too, you know, maybe you're a Vikings kind of person. You will those things real well. Some more lit art. This has the whitewash finish. Great price on this. I think this is going to be a hot seller because it's small. It's not too large, but it's got a good price on it. And then these little reindeer, look at them with their scarves going in the winter wind. They're just blown away. These guys, their little scarves are coming down, but these are fabric. These are up. Firm. I kind of like them when they're blowing in the wind. I kind of like them like that, so we know that they've been outside. We get into a little bit more of the gray, away from the browns. There's 2 sets of new owls. The white owls, the snowy owls that we're going to see in Juniper Grove, and these have the brown in them here in Warm Winter Wishes. Now, this whole shelf here is not new other than the owls, but these are huge sellers for us. If you've bought these in seasons past, you'll know that your new customers are going to be interested in these products too, especially these snowflakes. These are on our top bestseller list season after season. So anything here, if you're looking for some guaranteed things that are going to sell, these are them, especially these snowflakes right here. The grays and the new votive candles and candle holders, and then some of these laser cut trees. You'll see how the branches come out on the side. They're glazed on the front. These have the gray and the brown with the snowflake pattern. You're gonna see these laser cut trees in several of the collections. We had these back in Christmas Vacation in that nice jade green color. We've got them in a red, we've got them in a white, we've got them in a black. So as we go through the collections, you'll look for those laser cut trees. We have some new yarn wreaths. We have a white one and we have a gray one. Those are new. Here are the palm fronds that we had up on the shelf and on the tree, and then all of our dried botanicals. This has been hot for the last couple of seasons, dried botanicals, and these have just a little bit of snow and a little bit of sparkle on them. Just a little, not a lot. And then of course, everybody needs a stickery one, right? To put on your tree. You gotta have that. Okay, and then we're gonna make the turn around the corner. If you're following us in the virtual showroom, everything's tagged, everything's priced. You can put it right in your wish list. It's super easy for you to do that. I want to say one more thing about the tree before we move on. We've got the cups of cocoa on here, the little wooden tree cutouts. I love this tree. It's just full of little details. But did you notice the birds? The birds sitting here. How about the one perched up there? And so all they did was they wired it right onto the palm. So it looks like the bird just landed right there on the tree. Simple and easy decorating tip. And then we get into Holy Family, and we have a lot of whitewash Holy Family. This is the wooden look. It's got a little bit of the white finish on it. We get into some of our best-selling pieces, a few new pieces, and a new snow globe that we have here. Holy Family, you know, Melrose does it right. You know, when we have the Holy Family put together in the statuary, these are quality. They look painted, hand painted, beautiful. In the creche, this is called the creche, and the family's inside of the creche. Same thing here, they're inside of it. And those are some of our previous best sellers. The new ones we have are here. And again, I'm gonna go on record as saying this one's gonna be a top seller. And I laid the price tags out here so Janet could just show you right here because they have excellent price points on these, and I think these are going to be something that you're going to be able to bring in and move very quickly. You're going to be able to sell multiple units of it. But this is the 3 arches, very detailed, beautiful, not too wide. This one's definitely taller. But these are the new ones that you're going to be able to look at. A lot of natural elements here and warm winter wishes. Again, it's near and dear to my heart. But you know what else is near and dear to my heart? Gnomes that come from Juniper Grove. Do you want to go to Juniper Grove with me? Let's go to Juniper Grove. It's over here. So this is our number 2 tree in Juniper Grove, and we're going to see it first just because we're walking from Warm Winter Wishes into Juniper Grove. But you're going to see the same thing with the wreaths. This one's just got a dainty little white bow on it. We've got the polar bear on the big disc ornament, snowmen, little mushrooms covered with ice and a nice green. Everything in Juniper Grove is going to have this very nice soft green, creamy whites, snow white. Very pretty and very nature. There's a wall art piece over here that says, "Let heaven and nature sing," and that kind of sums up Juniper Grove. That's what it feels like. We're going to move on over here, take a look at our Santas and our little flocked deer. They're flocked. They've got that nice finish on them. I like to touch them. Flocked. Nice and soft. All of our botanicals are on the wall in the virtual showroom. They have a very nice green. These are eucalyptus leaves and eucalyptus pieces. And then, of course, the cream berries. This is a mistletoe, but it's soft green again. Mistletoe in a very soft green. Some of our new ornaments are here on this wall. So we've got the wreath, we've got the disc ornaments here with the bear and the deer. A couple of Santas from last season have joined us. I just want to touch these because they just look like and they just have little beads on them on the glass, and then they kind of have that little shine or that little ombre where it changes color, but these are beaded on the glass. These are new, and I'm going to pick it up. They're beaded on the top, not on the bottom, so they're solid green. We got a little bit of the snowdrops, and then the beads, just like over here from last year's, are across the top in the clear, and they look white. Do you remember that we had these globes with this pattern, with the leaf pattern? Now they're on the ornaments. Love that. And of course we have the flat disc too. So here's another laser cut tree. I told you we have some laser cut ones. This one's an ornament, and this has the snowflake pattern, but on green. And then we have the laser cut trees in the cutout. This is different. I just showed you the one over Warm Winter Wishes. Cut on the side, solid wood, glazed on the front. But this one is cut out, and it has a cutout on the inside, and then we have this piece added on. See how that is? Both sides have the glaze on the front, on the back. Tabletop. The owls are hooting at us. Here are the white owls. We have the brown ones over in Warm Winter Wishes. We have the white ones here. They're nesting up on top of the shelf. And then we have the reindeer in this, I'm going to say this wrong, sisal grass. Sisal grass? Ken will be mad at me. He'll be like, no, sisal grass. Sisal grass? With the fur on their bodies. This angel is new, and it's going to draw attention. This has the metal embossed wings on it. And then our angel is in a fur coat, and it's a fur coat of a nice tawny brown. She's cupping a red cardinal in one hand, and her little fawn is down by her foot. And then I want to show you this. And I want to show this up close. This is ribbon stitching and stitching here. Do you see the ribbon pieces? Like that? So this is ribbon stitched on this pillow. Beautiful pillow, and it's the same on the table runner, but we've got two different colors of green on the trees. So we have a table runner and the pillow with this gorgeous stitching on it. We have chickadees and cardinals. I like to say chickadee too. But we also have them matching in the ornament as the wall art. So these are very popular, these reprints with the botanicals and the birds, and it kind of reminds you of the old national park kind of prints that we used to have. What was that, maybe the 1960s? But they look with that same look. And then we have more eucalyptus in the wreath and the garland and with the pick stem. Here's our chickadee, little laser cut stars. Chickadee, chickadee. Love it, love it, love it. These deer are different. They look like they've been carved out, but are a white finish. These look like they've been carved, got a little bit more glitter on them, and they have wreaths around their neck. Couple new angels. In addition to the one with the fur coat on with the cardinal, we have this pair of angels, and these are all white. What's different about them is you see how they're flowing. Their skirts are flowing. Most of the angels that we've had over the years, the ones with the angels with the flow, do very, very well. We had two new gray Santas in snowdrops. They're brown here. The same kind of look, pair of Santas, but they've got the green trees with them, the green sack of toys, and then the brown coats. And these are new. These are super cute, and retailers are going to love these. You can use these as wall art, or wall hanging, or they've got a little peg so you can sit it on the shelf. And what did they go with? Christmas tree trucks, right? So that's from a previous year. More textiles, more plush pillows. This section here, we have the wall art, the disc ornaments, and the pillows that all have the same art on them. And then we have the table runner. Then anytime you have trees that look hand carved like this, set of 3 different heights, very pretty in the white. I want to turn Janet around at this point because I want you to see the designer tree with all the ornaments on it. Some of them we haven't gotten to yet include this little deer, and you see how he kind of seems like a cast, doesn't he? All white, and then he's got this embossed and raised design on him. And I just stuck him around the antler. There we go. And then we have the little mushrooms sitting. These are little clip-ons. Look at that. Huh, cute. Pop it on. We've got the little candle lights. Again, remote on, remote off. The tags. Again, you're going to see the same cast look from the reindeer to the tag ornament. Very, very similar. Christmas tree farm. I went back and forth. Is this wall art? Is that an ornament? I think it's a little bit of both. You could do either one with it. The chickadees are here. We do have some dried stems here, but one of the stems that's very different is this blueberry stem. And I like it. I like that it's natural. I like that it's berries. We're going to show you some more of the blueberries in just a second, but we have a few on the designer tree. The birch branches are here. The chickadee and the fox are here. Very pretty. And I'm going to let Janet show you the ornament wall just so we don't skip the ornament wall for you here. See if you have any questions about the things there. And then we're going to talk about what's on the table. And here's what I was saying. Is it wall art or is it an ornament? You can do what you wish with it. Lots of pretties here. I can see some of these ornaments going back and forth between Juniper Grove and with Warmer Wishes. They seem to be a little bit interchangeable. But something that's not, and something that's definitely Juniper Grove, are these gnomes. And these gnomes have just popped up out of the ground for the winter. Everything else is asleep. They've decided they're going to come out with their mischief, and they're going to do all these crazy things, including putting trees on their heads instead of Santa hats. I don't know. Maybe they're elves. Maybe they're gnomes. But this three right here, we just finished our show in Dallas. It is already trending. Very, very popular. Customers are absolutely loving the gnomes. We have the larger one and the smaller one, and then we have these pairs. Look at these guys. Got a little present tucked in. He's got himself a little golden candy cane. They're a little bit bigger in the background, a little smaller. Of course, I always like touching everything. This is a good time to point out, anytime I see crafted, I love them. They could go in Warm Winter Wishes, or they can go over here in Juniper Grove, or they can go in my house, or they can go in your house, or they definitely could go in your store. Great lanterns. These are not new. We've had these for a while, but they're great sellers. And then we're going to move backward. Janet's like, really? Where are we going? I'm going to slide over here. Our bicycle we've had for a long time, but every season we change the bicycle. We put different things into the cart. And this is our third tree in Juniper Grove. We still have the mushrooms. We still have on the clip-on lights. We got these little bitty gnome ornaments. Aren't they cute? To fit on there. And then the blueberries are back. And there's just something about this tree having more blueberry stems that looks completely different than the first tree that we saw. The first one had the cream colored berries. This one with the blue, it just has a totally different feel. I'm really digging the blueberry vibe with Juniper Grove. While we're here, I'm going to have Janet show you the wall art that is new. Peace on earth, goodwill to men, let heaven and nature sing. Again, we could have called this Heaven and Nature. I mean, this is what this is all about. Lots of natural greens, lots of pine cones, lots of evergreen pieces that we're working with. Another thing are these nested baskets. We have several different kinds of nested baskets. Look at this one is large. Look how big this is. These are great next to the fireplace or in the living room next to your easy reading chair. Fill that up with lots of lovely things. But nested pairs, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nested pairs of baskets here in this collection. That's going to be hot. These are the same ornaments that I was telling you about with the deer, and the raised look is still on an orb here as well. This is a heavy ornament, this one right here. Very heavy ornament. Again, it feels like it's like a cast from plaster. That's what it kind of reminds you of. These have a little bit of a finish on them. The platter back here, the deer, the mug. But the deer do not have that glazing on it. Couple more of our laser cutout trees. These are a darker green. They're not the same green as down there. The tags. And then these moose, the wreaths around them are new. And we also have 2 new trays here. And these I'm going to pick up and show you as well, so it's easier for Janet. 2 sizes, these nest, and these have a cutout. So they have white on the inside of the cutout, and it's carved. Iron handles, very nice trays. Set of 2. And finally, as we wrap up Juniper Grove tonight, I think I've decided, I think I need to have those wreaths for my house, and I need to have double doors, so I'm going to get 2 of them. But I really like this blueberry look, this natural look. We have 2 more pieces of new wall art, and then we have these that are framed with glass in them. And then I think this is cool too. Are these the most modern looking wood-cut trees you've ever seen? 3 of them. And they are carved. If you can see that on the inside, they are carved. And they've got that nice chevron pattern, but straight up trees. Very nice. And I think this whole set here, the chickadee with the metal that they're sitting on there, looks great on the wall. The stems in different sizes and slightly different shades. See how this one's gray, this one's dark, and then this one's got a lighter blue.
So when you're looking at the stems, you've got 3 different color groups there too. I'll show you the ribbons as we start to sum up Juniper Grove. And I'm going to thank you for joining us. We love having you this way. I know the showroom is closed. Sorry we had sound problems on the last video. We'll try to get that fixed. Tomorrow night, we're going to do the same thing. Tomorrow is opening night for Atlanta for the show. And I know that a lot of you are not here and that you want to shop with us and shop along. So if you have questions, make sure to ask them to us ahead of time. If you had them for this section, I will answer you back. If you want to see something closer, we'll get it out for you and send you a quick little video. Tomorrow night, we did 5 collections tonight. We're going to do 8.5 tomorrow night. Yep, I said 8.5. One of our collections is so big, we decided to call it a collection and a half. So we're going to do that for you. We appreciate you being here with us. Stay tuned and watch more of our videos coming up.